Muli, humaharap sa bagong yugto ang Layag Weekly Waves. Sa ikatlong yugto, ating lalakasan pa ang hatid na kaalaman at inspirasyon. Samahan ninyo kami sa mas matatag na paglalayag kung saan bawat kwento ng tagumpay at pagbabago ay magsisilbing gabay tungo sa kolektibong pag-unlad. Abangan ang mas pinalakas na talakayan at mas malawak na paglayag.
Magandang araw mga kalayag! Isang masigabong pagtanggap sa ikatlong yugto ng inyong lingguhang kaagapay sa balita at inspirasyon, ang Layag Weekly Waves. Ipinapakita ng DILG Local Governance Regional Resource Center 9, ang programang ito ay hindi lamang recap, kundi isang mas malalim na paglalayag kasama ninyo. Dito, bawat balita ay alon na nagtutulak sa atin tungo sa mas maunlad at matatag na pamayanan. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, 𝗪𝗏𝗪 Local Government Operations Officer 3 ng LGCDD. At ngayong bagong yugto, mas mainit, mas direktang hatid ang mga kwentong nagpapaagos sa rehiyon. Tara't simulan na natin ang paglalayag.
An orientation on SSS benefits and programs, especially for contract of service and job order personnel, was conducted for DILG Region 9 employees to enhance their understanding of membership coverage and available privileges. BPI Robinson's Pagadian briefed DILG 9 personnel on banking products and financial services during a Monday convocation to promote financial literacy among government employees. Families in all 17 barangays of President Manuel A. Roxas, Zamboanga del Norte received 10 kilograms of rice each through the national government's LGSF-FALGU 2026 Rice Distribution Project. The 2025 POC Performance Audit in Region 9, led by DILG, gathered multi-agency evaluators to assess local compliance and strengthen peace initiatives, with officials reaffirming their commitment to safer governance. The provincial government of Sulu and DILG 9's Local Capability Development Arm pledged closer collaboration during a courtesy visit. DILG 9 has officially welcomed Pablio L. Benitez Jr. as its new Regional Director on June 17, 2026. A site inspection team validated the progress and compliance of multiple LGSF SBDP infrastructure projects in barangays Matalang and Pisumpungan, Midsalip, Zamboanga del Sur. A two-day orientation on the LGCDD's flagship programs was held for Sulu's municipal officers and LG representatives on June 17 to 18, 2026. Maimbung Sulu successfully hosted the second quarter National Simultaneous Earthquake Drill on June 18, 2026, showcasing its disaster preparedness. DILG 9 personnel from the regional office, off-site training hubs in Patikul, and the Model LGU in Maimbung, Sulu synchronized their participation in the June 18, 2026 National Simultaneous Earthquake Drill.
Iyan ang mga alon ng pagbabago na humuhubog sa ating rehiyon. Ngayon naman, lumingon tayo sa tunay na kwentong nagmumula sa puso ng ating komunidad. Samahan natin ang ating mga field anchors para sa segment na News from the Field.
Mabuhay kalayag! Ako si Delight Alvarado, Local Government Operations Officer 2 ng DILG Zamboanga Sibugay. Ang inyong gabay para sa lingkong ito. Ito ang Layag Weekly Waves. Tara at sabay-sabay nating pakinggan ang mga panigbagong kwento, balita at mga makabuluhang pangyayari mula sa lalawigan ng Zamboanga Sibugay.
On June 12, 2026, DILG Zamboanga Sibugay actively participated in the 128th Independence Day celebration, anchored on the theme Kalayaan, Kinabukasan, Kasaysayan. The celebration was held at the Municipal Hall, 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 Zamboanga Sibugay, bringing together officials and employees from various NGAs and LGU. Provincial Director Oliver Biyombos was invited as the keynote speaker, delivering a message that underscored the continuing significance of freedom, nation building, and collective responsibility in preserving the country's independence. On June 17, 2026, key stakeholders of Zamboanga Sibugay, including the DILG Provincial Office, convened at 𝗪𝗏𝗪 Heights Ipil to align priorities and strengthen collaboration for the coming fiscal year, ensuring the efficient allocation of public resources in support of development goals. The activity was highlighted by the presence and messages of Cluster Head Benoni A. Galambao, Provincial Director Oliver B. Ombos underscored the importance of aligning expenditures with strategic plans and strengthening resource monitoring to deliver effective public services and promote inclusive development. On June 18, 2026, DILG Zamboanga Sibugay personnel participated in the second quarter nationwide simultaneous earthquake drill, reinforcing disaster preparedness and workplace safety. Through the practice of the drop, cover, and hold procedure and coordinated evacuation activities, personnel enhanced their readiness to respond effectively during emergencies and promoted the culture of preparedness and resilience.
At dyan po nagtatapos ang mga balita mula sa Zamboanga Sibugay. Salamat sa pagsama sa aming paglalayag. Hanggang sa muli, amping!
Welcome to another episode of Layag Weekly Waves, bringing you the latest news and updates across Zamboanga del Norte. I am John Lawrence Benito, and this is news from the field.
The Provincial Consultation on the Local Government Code of 1991 Review and Amendment Program, or revamp, in partnership with JRMSU, gathered key stakeholders to discuss proposed amendments to the Local Government Code. The activity provided a venue for participants to share insights, identify governance challenges, and recommend policy improvements aimed at strengthening local autonomy, enhancing public service delivery, and ensuring the code remains responsive to the evolving needs of local government units. DILG Zamboanga del Norte actively participated in the 2026 National Simultaneous Earthquake Drill, demonstrating its commitment to disaster preparedness and public safety. Personnel carried out the prescribed duck, cover, and hold procedures and evacuation protocols to enhance emergency response capabilities and promote a culture of readiness and resilience in the workplace. The Multi-Stakeholders Advisory Committee formally signed the Memorandum of Agreement for 2026 to 2028, reaffirming the commitment of government agencies, partner institutions, and stakeholders to strengthen collaboration in advancing good governance and sustainable local development. The ceremony served as a testament to the shared responsibility of all partners in implementing coordinated programs and initiatives that promote inclusive growth and improve public service delivery throughout the province.
And that's it for this week's highlights. Stay tuned for more updates. Once again, I am John Lawrence Benito, and this is news from the field.
Welcome to Layag Weekly Waves, your weekly updates of programs, partnerships, and progress from the DILG Zamboanga City Field Office. I am 𝗪𝗆𝗄𝗪𝗃𝗏, your Local Government Operations Officer 6. Let's sail through the latest news from the field.
The DILG Zamboanga City Field Office, led by 𝗪𝗏𝗄 City Director Alvin Rex Elusero and LGRRC, conducted Katarungang Pambarangay Law Refresher Course at Barangay Kulianan Hall, Zamboanga City. The activity covered key topics on the Katarungang Pambarangay system, including its overview, organizational structure, jurisdictional aspects, procedures and processes, and the proper accomplishment and utilization of key forms. Pursuant to the directive of the city mayor, an interagency road clearing operation was conducted along the Kulianan Bypass Road leading to Tumaga. The activity was carried out by all concerned offices in coordination with the Department of the Interior and Local Government Zamboanga City Field Office, represented by LGRRC Isidro Silio Jr. The DILG Zamboanga City 𝗪𝗏𝗪 City Director Alvin Rex Lucero attended the first meeting of the Technical Working Group of the Zamboanga City El Niño Task Force on June 17, 2026. The meeting aimed to discuss the current status of El Niño and the various interventions being implemented to mitigate its effects. The DILG Zamboanga City Field Office, in partnership with the city government of Zamboanga, participating national government agencies, and private sector partners, successfully conducted another leg of the Retooled Community Support Program ugnayan sa barangay and serbisyo caravan at barangay Baliwasan, Recodo and Labuan. The activity remains part of the continuing effort to bring government services closer to communities while strengthening citizen participation in local governance. The DILG Zamboanga City Field Office, represented by LGRRC Angelita Centillas, participated in the orientation and workshop on the formulation of the City Poverty Reduction Action Plan on June 19, 2026, at Grand Astoria Hotel, Zamboanga City. Organized by the City Planning and Development Office, the activity gathered key stakeholders from government offices, the 𝗥𝗍 Federation, civil society organizations, and the local school board to strengthen poverty reduction strategies through collaborative planning.
That's it for this week. Join us next week as we continue to ride the waves of service and information. Until then, keep sailing forward and hashtag
1, 2, 3, go!
Vamos na DILG Zamboanga City Field Office!
Good day, everyone. You're tuned in to DILG CDS Ganap sa Field. Back again to bring you closer to the heart of public service. I'm 𝗪𝗆𝗪𝗏𝗪, MLGOO. And today, we're sharing real stories, real actions, and real impact straight from the field.
The DILG Zamboanga del Sur Provincial Office joins the second quarter nationwide simultaneous earthquake drill on June 18, 2026. On June 18, 2026, the second quarter Provincial Gender and Development Focal Point System meeting was held via Zoom, tackling key GAD updates including the Track 1 GAD Letterized Training Re-Echo Session, GPBMS FY 2026 updates, and the CFLGA Provincial Level Assessment results. The DILG-ZDS Provincial Director Dave M. Barrett attended the second regular meeting of the LMP Zamboanga del Sur chapter in Pitogo on June 18, 2026, where he provided updates and reminders on DILG reports, guidelines, and compliance requirements for member municipalities. On June 16, 2026, during the 78th Araw ng Malave, the LG of Malave held the SGLGB Municipal Assessment Awarding Ceremony for calendar year 2025, recognizing 15 passing barangays with special awards for high local income performance and outstanding documentation practices among barangay secretaries and treasurers. On June 16, 2026, the LGU of Malave recognized 38 top-performing barangay officials under the BGPTS for January to May 2026, awarding plaques and cash incentives for excellence in local governance. On the same day, LG of Malave held the Kalinisan sa Bagong Pilipinas awarding ceremony for January to May 2026, honoring outstanding barangays with prizes, plaques, certificates, and special awards for exemplary environmental performance. On June 18, 2026, MLGOO Galilim Palong-Palong attended the MCPC 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 second quarter meeting of calendar year 2026 and discussed the previous results of MCPC and 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, status of implementation, issues, and concerns. On June 15, 2026, OIC MLGOO EY participated in the joint meeting of MDRIMC, LCPC, 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, and MNC, and extended technical assistance to the barangay officials and the Bureau of Fire Protection to support local governance and program implementation. On June 17, 2026, OIC MLGOO EY provided updates to the barangay secretaries of Dinas and extended technical assistance during the public hearing of the Municipality of Dinas Draft Ordinance to support participatory and responsive local legislation.
And that's a glimpse of how Ganap sa Field showcases public service at its finest. Daghang salamat for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next episode where we always surpass the limit.
Salamat sa ating mga field anchors. Yan ang patunay na ang pag-unlad ay kumakaway mula sa bawat sulok ng Rehiyon 9. At yan ang mga nangingibabaw na alon ng balita at kwento ngayong linggo. Nais namin pukawin hindi lamang ang ating atensyon, kundi ang inyong pakikilahok. Manatiling nakatutok, makialam at makilayag. Ako po muli si Beatrice Faye Carion, nagpapaalala na sa bawat alon ng hamon, may oportunidad ng pagtutulungan at pag-usad, padayon sa paglayag tungo sa mas matatag na bukas. Ito ang Layag Weekly Waves ng DILG LGRRC 9, ang inyong kaagapay sa kaalaman, inspirasyon at pagbabago. Padayon sa paglayag, Rehiyon 9.
you